Have you guys learned anything tonight? I sure have. This has been quite an experience for me. My first journey back into the school situation since I left 30 years ago. I was particularly taken with the statistics that Dr. Vogel presented at the beginning of the program, not necessarily those that related to our position in Central Florida or even the state of Florida. I fairly well kept up with that, and I'm extremely proud of it. But I had little knowledge, if any, of our standing on the national level. And I'm amazed and doubly proud. And in spite of the criticisms you've received tonight, and you have some, justified or not, I have to believe, I have to know that you all have been doing some things right. Your predecessors as well as yourselves. I'm just overwhelmed with the caliber of the people that have, the parents and the children too, that have been here and made presentations tonight. It tells they're all very, very dedicated people. They came well prepared, they made good presentations, and I applaud you for it. Please believe I had nothing to do with organizing this thing. When I first heard about this Malta closing business, I got a little uptight about it, personally. My personal, of course, associations were with Heath, but also with Geneva, where my wife taught for 15 years. Those of you who may not know, I went on the board, I was elected to the school board in 1966. One of the first serious problems that we had, even before desegregation, statewide teacher strike, bond issues, and a few other things, was the closing of some schools. So I've been there, and I've done that. And you well know it's no fun. I don't think there's anything more emotional that can come before a school board than what you all participated in tonight. From your standpoint and from the board's standpoint, it's heart-wrenching, really. My original intent, of course, was to, well, you know, I'm sorry about Keith, but the only thing I've got to do is there's a little bit of ego, if you close it. Other than having to tell my children, I'm sorry, they closed our school. But I learned something else tonight, and that is that whatever happens, I don't want to tangle with Geneva and Keith parents. But I did come here seriously after some thought, and believe me, I lost some sleep over it, believe it or not. Why, I don't really know. But I felt I could not come up here and say anything and be specific about any one school. I came up in this system believing that we represent the board, meaning all schools, equally. And I feel very, very strongly about that today. Even schools that came after me that I've had no association with. You people are the most dedicated, good, well-meaning people that I can imagine. And I applaud you for doing what you feel you should do to protect your interests And I suggest to the board, closing schools under any circumstances affects the morale of those involved. What you see here is just, the tip of the iceberg of those that will be affected. There's a ripple effect, whatever happens, whether it's 1 school, 2 schools, 5 schools, whatever. I don't know how you solve the problem. I don't have the answers. You were given lots of answers tonight, presumably. And I know that you will give them due consideration and do everything you possibly can to forestall all of these foreclosures. Good luck to you. It's been my pleasure to be here. Thank you.